welcome to the latest episode of Championship Manager 98 and 99. We're with Peterborough in the bottom division, and we're second. We're doing quite nicely. 20 games gone, so still a long way to go. We're at that point of the year where we need to start looking for perhaps players that might be having a Bosman contract expiry 6 months prior, but it also means obviously we've got to look after our own players. So let's just take a look. Anyone, excuse me, expires 99. Naylor we've just taken on loan. Matthew Wicks, obviously we need to get him under contract. So 1300, I think we can call him a first team player now. And he wants slightly more than we're prepared to offer. Call him a first team player. I don't know if that makes any difference. But no. And a minimum release cost 300,000 seems fine if we're struggling to pin him down. So we could be losing him if he doesn't do a little bit of compromise. Paul Showler's barely played. He's 32. He's retiring at the end of the season. Clark has 7 goals. And he's playing well for a 30. He's 31. He's a first team player. He's got a relegation clause. He's on £1,000 a week. He wants 2.2 again. Oh no, our board will allow 2,300. I didn't actually look at that bit on the last one, so I don't know why they've set this to 2-1. But that's a good starting point, I suppose. Maybe that's the reason. A little clause fee, but again, that's non-promotion. So if that'll apply to this season, I guess it will, won't it? So 425,000 for a 31-year-old in the bottom division is fine by me. And Steve Castle, now he's 32, struggling a bit really. Squad rotation, I'm not convinced I should keep him. I think he's a backup at the moment. Could put him on the transfer list, but I don't think we'd get that much for him, so I think he's handy as a backup, so we'll leave him be for the moment. So let's continue. Not really interested in other jobs at the moment until they get offered to me. So Wicks has rejected and Clark has accepted. So let's pop back. See if we could have offered him a bit more. Yes, we could. And now he's expecting 2,000. Really? Let's pop that. It's difficult to do this with the mouse, as you can see. I tap it really gently and it flies off. That's the problem with playing games. Not how they were meant to be used, but I might end up having to give him 200 here. Nearly there. We're getting everywhere except 2,100. You know what? He's played well, he deserves it. On we go. And I'm Manager of the Month. Thank you very much. Hartlepool with the Star Players of the Month. So anyone whose contract expires the 1st of June, I think we probably left this year with expiring and interested on, so no one really over 90k. Beresford's got a few good, he's on loan at Woking and not setting the world alight, so leave that for now. Yeah, we know. The next bit of news is he signed his contract, so no dramas. Yeah, that's not really budging. Don't look like we're going to get anyone in that good. Some decent stats for some of these players. Ian Sharps of Tranmere. Looks pretty good, doesn't he? Not all about the stats, the attributes though. So Plymouth at home, they're in our division in the FA Cup. Where are they in the league? 20th. So it might be a good idea to attack them again. Tyler Hooper has been playing very well at right back. Drury a little under. He got 8 in the last game though, didn't he? Wicks. Fox is kind of a backup for Edwards, so pop Edwards back in there. I think you get 5 subs, do we, for this game? Whitley, Davis, Farrell, Everington. Inman's still suspended, so he'd probably come back in, so that's why we'll play the attacking midfielder. Seems to suit this game. Naylor on the bench. It's Cleaver and Broughton. Everyone played well in the last game, really. And on the bench we've got Hanlon, Naylor, Scott, Jellyman, and Grimming. I think I'm happy with that, to be honest. Now we've got some tired players, and it might be a good idea to give them a rest. Farrell and Hooper, 2 that have come in. Don't know really. I mean, Farrell might lose his place soon anyway, so let's just risk that one. It's a cup game. There's probably another week till the next game. There's no midweek games for 3 weeks, so they should recover eventually. I bet time we start the game, really. There we go. They're looking to sit back and defend. Oof, Farrell getting involved with his 75%. Perhaps we'll replace him later in the game. Well, a couple of shots already, so that's promising. And an effort from Plymouth. Take the yellow to stop the attack. We've got Clark injured, I think, haven't we? So we need Broughton and Cleaver to cleared off the line. Not going totally away yet. Have I ever seen a banana shot go in? I don't think I have. Everton doesn't like tackling, does he? No, I haven't seen bicycle kicks going either. That's a bit worrying. They're trying these ridiculous shots. We're having the pressure still. Another shot on target. Whitley's looking dominant midfield. Looks like they're packing the defence. I'm confident we could probably win a replay, so it won't be a disaster if they hold us to a 0-0. Absolutely dominating the game. And as soon as I say that, here come Plymouth. Tyler, solid. He robbed them of the ball again. And Davis from long range. 1-0. Yeah, it's looking comfortable now. We could probably take our tired players off a quarter of an hour in the second half, I guess. Who was that? Farrell and Hooper, wasn't it? Oh, spoke too soon. 1 back for Plymouth. They've had a few shots. So we probably want to maybe settle back into a normal midfield. We do often let goals in when we're in it, on the committed to attacking formation. Plymouth really getting back into the game here. They're picking up their own clearances now. Okay. Broughton could be doing a bit better, but then so could Everington. Really, we need to. It's our right hand side, so we'll move Davis out to the right. We'll set back to 4-4-2. Should have done the other way around. We'll bring in Richie Hanlon and Richard Scott for Hooper. A bit more energy at the team and a little less all-out attack. Well, there we go. Centre back scores his first goal ever. That's a pretty good response. Got Naylor to come on, but I might give Jellyman a game. He hasn't really had much of a look in. It'd be a good time to bring him on now, actually. Get some minutes. A lot of action in this game. Could have had, I mean, 6 or 7 really, couldn't we? Be interesting to see how many shots on target we've had. Games can go a lot quicker than this, but this game's taking a long while. There's so much action in it. And it's 3-2. Davis is on a 10, but McCarthy scored 2 now for Plymouth. And we need to hang on. The amount of shots we've had, Plymouth have really, you can see what the goalie scores. 9 out of 10 for their keeper. Our keeper really shouldn't let 2 goals in from them. Each time they score, we just put that 2-goal cushion back. And there's one there for Davis, who's having a riot now out on the right wing. Off the line. That's final whistle. Right, 4-2. That's us through to the next round. Third round. Billy Bonds, Andy Clark is back. We've got a full house of fitness now. Forest, that'd be a nice job. Quite sure I'd bother going for that. So there's now still no one of real significance that we'd like to nab on a Bosman. Unproven. We're going okay as we are. We've got players under contract that we want. I think certainly a lot of this side could play at the third tier. Certainly Davis and Everington could, and the keeper. Bit cheap. We've got Walsall in the Orient Glass Trophy. Draw for the reserves. Young striker on the score sheet. Young striker man of the match. Matthew Gill hot prospect. On loan at Stevenage, and he's doing quite well. Played 5 cup games and 3 league games. And a tough one now, Rotherham away. I'll certainly calm that down to a 4-4-2, I think. Still Inman suspended. He's not that great, is he? Let's just quickly look at everyone is 100% fit now. That's good. A nice week off. Should we attack them, or should we... Hanlon came on and did a good job, so we'll put Davis on the right. I'll bring Hanlon in for this one. Stick Farrell on the bench with Fox and Naylor, and well, probably Clark, isn't it? Should we put him straight in actually? Broughton is 9 in 11, so he's the goal scorer. Cleaver's done alright. He's done better in the cup than the league. Scored in the last game, so 9 out of 10, so he's not going to be dropped. Naylor's not really getting a look in for a loan player. It's worth 425k. So, well, that's the way it goes. So we found it tough on some away games. We've had some good results away, but they've not been easy wins. So this is a much quieter game. 25 minutes gone. There's been 1 shot in the entire game. Which is okay. I think we'll take a point here. They're doing well in the league. Very quiet, not getting a lot of the ball, are we? But then again, we look very defensively sound. Everyone's on a 6. It's as though nothing's happened. This might be a 1-0 this game. Who's going to get onto it? Rotherham probably done more attacking than us. Tyler's dropping a few lately. Let's see if we can get an attack going. No, still don't get a shot in. Oh, a fantastic save from Mike Pollitt. That corner's the first shot we've had, I think. Yeah. Rotherham are the better side. So yeah, let's keep the formation and just make a couple of changes. Since put one wide. Not convinced I want Farrell on there. That's probably Andy Clark for Chris Cleaver. Clark wants to play on the left. I think that's it for now. Well done, Whitley. It's been a great signing so far. Still Rotherham. Defending well still. Oof. Shot out, nothing there. And it's there. Wick's 2 headers from corner. It's in 2 games, I think that is. So we keep it as it is. Looks alright at the moment. Nearly 2. Oh, Where's the stanchion? Blow the whistle, ref. Oh, wait till we have this chance. Hacked off the line. Ended up having the most chances, I think. So we'll take those 3 points. Matthew Wick's man of the match. A few sixes in there, but Etherington played well as well. And we're top of the league. Very close to the top 3, but a nice 8-point gap to 4th place. Carlisle have a game in hand. That was a crucial team to beat. Cardiff 9-0. What on earth happened there? The goalkeeper was sent off after 4 minutes, and this guy's decided he weren't going to bother. Interesting. Is that in our league? I guess so. Have we played Exeter yet? They're 8th. Cardiff are 5 places below them. Okay. Warren Givens on the 7 goals. They've won 1 game and 1 substitute appearance in the league. He's 18. Incredible. And Oxford have sacked the manager. Oh, Mr. Cassam named the stadium after him. So that obviously already happened by, I thought it was in the 2000s actually. But perhaps he was there for a while first before the stadium was built. Peter Thorne's a good signing, I'm sure he is. How much is he going to cost me? 250k. Okay, on the short list then. It's just the same player, slightly decreasing in value. So I think there's anyone really who wants to join who's, if we took the interested filter off, look how many players are available, or are going to be available. So really we're not attracting much interest of players. But that's fine, we'll carry on as we are at the moment. Leyton, Orient want Martin O'Connor. I presume I've put him on a short list here. 160,000 we could do with a centre midfield, couldn't we? Does that prompt us to, well, we've only got 120k. I'm not going to get him, are we? Mills managers resigned. Palmeiras, I don't know what Palmeiras that is. I think it's surely not the top Brazilian outfit. They're offering 130,000 for Gareth Jellyman. You look at them stats, he's going to be a good player. Why haven't I put him on the loan list? I think he could do the loan. Sitting here, backup left back, not really getting any games, is it? Excuse me. I'm sure they do want 160,000, but that's not. I don't have that much money. I don't even have 110 now. They're just ticking it down. Yeah. We don't have the funds. He's going to go to Orient. And Watford need a new manager. And he's gone to Leyton Orient. Probably might. Well, his value's gone down to 100 now. So that's a good signing for them. We couldn't afford it. That's all there is to it. Should we keep him on the... It's not really worth keeping him on the list because you're not going to be able to get him. Shauner's injured. Well, they're all after Gareth Jerryman now after that 20-minute cameo appearance where he scored 6 out of 10. Nah. Eject all bids. Oh, that was a loan bid. Ah, I made a mistake. I thought it was going to reject all transfer bids, but it rejected the loan bid as well. 150k a week, they're going to pay half his wages. So maybe someone else will come in. It's not a disaster, is it? Andy Edwards, 160k. Doing okay in the defence for a first team player. Which is away, he's not going anywhere. Kenny Jacket. I could have done reject all bids for that one, but I didn't. Oh dear. Howard. Don't really have many reserve players, do we? Probably have to think about putting some players in the reserve list. Oh, does that mean we've got a loan bid? No. Players in demand. That means we're doing well. Oh, Colchester are back with the same offer. Darlington at home, they're 20th. Robert Bowers, who I have no idea who he is fit. And I think we'll go back to the attacking formation again. And we'll put Farrell out on the wing again. We have Hanlon didn't really impress enough. So I'm going to put Inman on the bench with Fox and Clark. So we have Clark or Cleaver. We'll give Cleaver another chance. I mean, he's only 19 and Broughton is 20. So that's a young forward line. Clark's 31. So eventually those two are going to be the future as it stands. Off we go. And Darlington collecting a clear danger. That's a bit worrying. And a yellow card, and they've hit the bar. Nice to get an early goal this time. Had a couple of shots. Frank Talia. Oh, is he going to have an absolutely fantastic performance to keep us out? We've already made a couple of good saves. And we're one down. Are vulnerable when we play attacking, aren't we? But we tend to get the goals eventually, so we'll stick with it. We've been the better side. Tyler perhaps on a bit of poor form, but it's been good this season overall. This is going to be one of those games. Absolutely bossing this now. Yeah, we're taking the ball off them on there. Don't do banana shots. I told you in training not to do that. Well, I think we just keep going. They're going to score eventually, aren't we? There's nothing more we can do. We're already attacking. We've got good players on. We've got Andy Clark on the bench. But this is just total domination. We can't put the ball in the net. We've won it back again. Talia saves again. Patience. Own goal. We're hitting the target as well. I said misses the target as soon as I said that, but well, I think we deserve to be ahead, don't we? Look at that. I think we'll carry on with that, with Andy Clark perhaps to come on. Yeah, not so good since they made their sub. They've nicked the ball off us a couple of times. Eddington doesn't tend to lose the ball. They only got a corner though, and we didn't even get that. Time for some subs maybe. Let's try Clark instead of Broughton this time. Oh, and a penalty. Oh, referee! Oh, linesman. Etherington scores, that's 2-1. Another good response to a substitution. Now I think it's time to go back to 4-4-2. Clark puts it wide. Farrell. Well, Farrell's just popped up to a 7 just before I was going to replace him, but I'm going to replace him anyway. And let's bring on Inman into the midfield. Try and consolidate this. Darlington weren't creating much anyway, but while we were attacking, but I think this might stifle them totally. Talia's had a cracking game. He deserves more than his 8 out of 10. Good defender by Wicks. Not that comfortable a win, but I think we've deserved it. No, it took a penalty to take the lead. Simon Davis playing out of his skin again, 9 out of 10. Man of the match. Some pretty solid performances other than that. So I just accidentally adjusted the sound. Hope that's still working okay. We're still top, and a nice Carlisle still with the game in hand. They've only lost 1. Adi Boothroyd, who's he then? He's a coach. He's got decent figures, so I think we'll keep him. £400 a month. Let's see if he'll just continue the same for another few years. John Morling, a scout. Pretty good stats again. Just keep it rolling at the moment. Gareth Jellyman's off on loan. Kit Carson, is he a goalie coach or is he just a coach? No, he's a bit crap, so we're going to look for another coach, shall we? Don't really get many good coaches, do you? So look at their attributes. Alan Knight's clearly a goalkeeper coach, isn't he? See, how can they be very poor if they've got them stats? I don't really understand that. Derek Bell at tactical knowledge. Could scout as well if he wanted to. Let's get him in. And get rid of this guy. Lee Newton. Who he? Might be worth adding to the. Not sure I'd pay 45k for him, but someone we consider. 80 Boothroyd signs his new contract. Let's quickly check we've got any expiring players who are worth a bit more than these guys. Not really. Hednesford Town. It's got to be a good draw, isn't it? They're third in the conference. Actually, when I did a check on the contract expiry, I don't think I looked at the reserves, did I? So we've got F. Green. He's on loan to Dover. Not doing that great, is he? So we'll leave him for now. John Morningsides. It's Christmas Day. Niall Inman, 140. He's only 20. The first team player, mate. Derek Bell has agreed terms. And he's been signed as a coach. Do we really know what you do with these? Do we sort of just assign players in training? Is that all we do? Most coaches, they just kind of all do what they like. Tony Naylor's not doing any training. Let's give him some general training. Sorry, Tony, but I've not had any call for you yet. So, Cardiff at home. Where are they in the league? Well, we saw not long ago they're 16th. And they were given a nice present of a 9-0 win. Other than that, they don't win many. They haven't won a league game. They lost 6-1 now. They haven't won a league game since they hammered Scunny. So, I think we'll go back to our 4-4-2. Dean Hooper's really playing right back since I brought him in. So we'll move Davis out to the right. We'll bring Inman in. They can swap positions maybe during the game. Is it still Cleaver, do we feel? I think we ought to bring Martin in with Broughton. So Clark in with Broughton. Martin probably moving the reserves at the moment. Now we've got Naylor. I'm not quite sure why I didn't do that earlier. So we'll give Cleaver a little rest, put Naylor on the bench. He's still playing okay though, so at 19 you could do with moving in and out of the team a bit. And that's my team. Might as well put Jellyman in reserves considering he's at Colchester. Happy with that. So Cardiff at home. Should I go attacking? It's home again, isn't it? Just thought I wanted to give Inman a game rather than Farrell. So just play to their strengths first. And then if it... Well, there we are, we've scored already. Wick's loving it from corners now. Cardiff having the first shot. Not having it all our own way. Oof, nearly a second. just need our strikers really to start getting on the end of things in the box. Weeks has done okay. 4 goals in 3 games, isn't it? So 4 goals this episode. 3 of the last 3 were definitely headers from corners. Yeah, we're dominating now. Here he comes again. Oof. Don't get many rebounds in this game. They try to set each other up. Oh, red card for Hooper. Well, that changes things. Well, we've got Martin Fox to bring on. We can move Edwards out to right back. Bring Fox on. Who do we take off though? Just tuck Davis in. We'll see how that goes. Leave the 2 up front for now. Just tuck Davis in. Inman's done well. So we'll play again, but he's coming off for this one. I'm just going to stay 4-4-2 for now. See if we can hold them with 10 men. If not, we've always got a defensive option. We can always take a striker off. Out of the blue. Oh, Wick's trying to get in on a hat-trick there. Well, that seemed to have bothered us. Oh. So we're going to take a shot there, but turn the other way. Yeah, we're still in the game, but half time. Okay, we'll give this 15. Give this 15. See what goes on. Cardiff pushing forward more. Well, 15 has come and gone. We've had as many shots as they are. Almost 2 goal cushion at the moment. I think we're still fairly much in this. Oh, red card, 10 apiece, 10 aside. I think we're fine now. But there, Clark's got an 8. Broughton's done okay, but I think we'll give Naylor a chance. Clark's doing well up there. Neither striker has scored, so let's bring Naylor on. He's lost that one, but he's headed one. No goal there. Yeah, it's looking much more comfortable since they had their centre back sent off. Clark could do with a goal though. 9 out of 10. He'll certainly keep his place in the side. 10 again for Davis though. He's absolutely dominating at the moment. Look at that, averaging 8 from 17 games. As we continue our stride forward, we're disappointed not to be promoted from here, but a long way to go. Obviously, we're only halfway through the season. But look at that. 7 consecutive wins. Mansfield away is next. Dean Hooper has a ban. QPR. Grasshopper Zurich on Adam Drury. This has to be the best ever 4th Division team. Whether I can get them promoted is another matter. David Farrell now, 240,000. First team player, mate. Absolutely no need for me to sell any of these players, and indeed, a lot have got relegation non-promotion release clauses. So it's in my interests to keep marching on. Oh, Mansfield's postponed. Upwards. Kit Carson's completely surged. I thought I'd sacked him. I thought he was a coach. Have I replaced a scout with a coach here? No. There were 2 Kit Carsons, weren't there? I remember from a previous episode. Well, you can go out and find them again. So did we move down the league? Did we knocked off the top? No. Carlisle also had a game cancelled, and Leyton Orient played one more than us. I mean, now the gap's down to 8 points. That's the one we're looking at with a game in hand. Fulham, Cardiff. There's a lot of jobs about. No one's come in for me yet. River Plate. Indispensable, mate. Newcastle wants Simon Davis. You're going to have to put him up to indispensable soon. I just like seeing who wants our players. Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Birmingham. I rejected all bids there. Bottom of the table clash for one by Brighton. It doesn't take them off the bottom. Richley Hanlon's out for 2 weeks. Chelsea wants Simon Davis. I'm going to move him up to indispensable. He is indispensable, isn't he? He's not, but just about every player now is getting a bid. And they're all under contract, so I'll keep rejecting them. And it doesn't seem to have affected the morale of the team if they've won 8 in a row. Carlisle playing their game in hand. No help from Hull. Carlisle take over at the top. Our objective is promotion, so I'm not too worried. Francis Green, a young striker from Dover. Nobody checked him out. We've still got some injuries now. Matthew Han, Tony Naylor, Tottenham. I think he did end up there, didn't he? Coventry. And they want Mark Tyler as well. What was I going to do? Just forgotten already. Oh yeah, I was going to check to see if we can put anyone else in the reserves, as we've got quite a lot of. Ronnie Moore of Rotherham. I beat Rotherham. Oh, how rude. Ryan Morrison, surely. It's Simon Davis should have been player of the month, but at least Matthew Wicks is one young player of the month, and so he should. I'm surprised we had any bids for him. Liverpool. Got to be pissing these players off by rejecting all their bids for these top clubs, but I don't care. So it's New Year's Day, so we'll just have a quick look. There's still no one whose contract's expiring who's interested in coming here, who's worth anything, really. It's probably worth putting Schouler in the reserves. And probably one of our defenders. Maybe. Probably Chappell as Fox is yeah. Get them some game time if necessary. Hednesford away. Paul Schouler's out of action. Delighted. Langford. With Grimming as well. Could do with some games, couldn't he? He's not going to play in this one. Oh, he's going to. It's Saturday already, and he is going to play in this one because it's an FA Cup one. So that was a waste of time. Hednesford away. Well, they're pretty good in the conference, so I won't go berserk. We're going 4-4-2 all out attack. So I'm going to think we're going to keep the same 4-4-2 and give them the respect of selecting our first team because we're on a roll. Why mess about? think we'll be keeping the same team. So 5 subs, and there'll be Farrell, Fox, Cleaver, Scott, because he's going to be coming in at right back soon, and Gremming. Well, an injury, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's not good, is it? Andy Clark, 9 out of 10 in the last game. The Cleaver's back in the side already, and we're down to 2 fit strikers. Swap them over. Let's see what we can do here. Well, that was a bit of a blow. Again, a draw would be fine in this game. Home at Hednesford doesn't really fill us with any dread. If we could beat them over one game, that would be good. Obviously, we've got to be looking out for the sucker punch in this game, so we don't go out. Substitute for Hednesford as well. A little bit worrying, our strikers not scoring many. 2 subs now for Hednesford. Matthew Wicks is scoring most of the goals, but hey ho, can't really complain after all those wins. Half time, not really created much, have we? As I said, I'm not that worried about a draw, but you could always score. We've got the option of going attacking with David Farrell. I'm not convinced I want to open our defence up a bit, because they're making a bit of headway. Tyrone had that much to do. They've made all their subs. And Etherington pops in a free kick. Whitley stuck on a 5 in the midfield there, not sure. And Broughton as well, struggling. Yeah, nothing much happening here. I think they're bringing on a sub, but there's not much point now with 11 minutes. We do well, we could score much more than a 5 or 6. 10 minutes to go, so we'll leave it as it is. Looking good. Penalty. Broughton had a bit of a goal drought, so that's his 10th this season. Why did he take that? And Etherington took one before. Was that Broughton not on the field? Maybe he wasn't. Probably had brought a sub on him, yeah. So Adam Drury, man of the match there. He's having a good little run at left back. Jim Whitley really struggled. Strikers didn't really get going. Broughton scored though. Broughton does tend to score quite a few goals. Look at that. Easily a 1 in 2 man, yet not score that high rating. That's another win, and we're through the next round. 4th round indeed. 4 months! He's torn his groin. Oh dear. That is a blow. But we do have cover up front. We have Naylor and the 2 youngsters. So, not looking to... could look for another loan, but I think we need to see how good Naylor is first. So, we're down to 3rd place now, despite all them wins. 2 games in hand on Orient and 2 games in hand on the teams below with a 7-point gap. 8 on Rotherham. Manchester United. Denying him a move to Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur away. Yeah. Andy Edwards out for a month. We were going to get it done with him. Tony Nail is back. We'd definitely do with him. I should put his price up, I know, but you know, people have told me in the comments, but I don't think it makes it. I'll forget to put it down again. Yeah, 5. Yeah, these different players. Oh, Peter Thorne, that's not one of our players, is it? Manchester City want Niall Inman. 300,000, yeah, well, I can't afford that. Who's at Manchester City, yeah, so he'll go off first. I'm not convinced if I sold one of these players I'd get the funds to buy anyone either, so I'm leaving it as it is for now. That's my strategy. And if that falls apart, i.e. we don't get promoted or we get promoted and we ain't got enough to pay these players for new contracts, so be it. I just want to get a promotion. Reserves lost. I did put Paul Showler down there, Phil Chappell. Is there a club who hasn't bid for Simon Davis yet? Orient away. This is a big one. Right, anyone remember this? Yeah, I do. Got some injuries as well. Should we go 4-5-1 maybe with Clark missing? But we're not big on defensive midfielders, are we? Edwards injured, so I don't want to play 5 at the back. So I think I might go 4-5-1 here. So Tyler in goal. We're bringing in Scott at right back. Drury, Wicks and Fox. It's not looking too strong now, that back four, is it? And going into the reserves. Chappell. So we can come on to the bench. Midfield. Okay, we're going to have Farrell on the right. Hannon's injured. Inman, Davis down the middle. Whitley and Etherington. And who shall I select up front? I think we'll go with Broughton. And on the bench we'll have Steve Castle. I think we'll have Grimming, just in case we have some issues up there. And I don't know, Cleaver's done well, but he's only, I think Nail is the man for the bench. Look at this. A lot happening in the first minute. one of their attacks, one of our attacks. Now we're scrambling to get this away. We can't seem to get it away. Now we have. That bizarre game we had at home. I don't think I'll forget that one. We're playing this one quite nicely so far. Oof. Unmarked. Hetherington on a 5. He's not happy out there at the moment. They're winning those balls from corners, that's a bit worrying. Both our wingers now on a 5. Yeah, swung pretty even, I thought. Pretty even. No, I'd say not as even as I thought. We're hanging in there, but you get that feeling that Leyton Orient might nick a goal. They scored 5 at our place. Go 4-4-2 defensive, that's an option. Broughton's done well, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to bring on Naylor for Broughton. Yeah, they're starting to dominate now. Ah, they've scored. Right, I'm completely changing things to 4-4-2 attacking. We don't have another striker, do we? That was the risk with that substitution. I'll have to put Davis up there. Yeah, I thought we'd held out, but it looks like our big long runs come to an end. Yeah, the minutes are ticking by quick now. Look at this. I don't know how you managed to get our side to say we're in no hurry. I don't know how that works. But here we go. Got one more chance, and they're smothering it. Yeah, that pretty much finishes, doesn't it? They run the clock down. Where's the run the clock down button for me? Answers on a postcard. So, yeah, we fall to defeat. And we just didn't create enough, did we? That formation didn't really work. Thought we could hold out, but we couldn't. So a little bit of a dent now. We were top of the league. Now we're third, 6 points off Carlisle, who must be on an absolutely stonking run. Surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a draw. 5. Not that great. We were a bit behind them, weren't we? So the gap is 4 points now. It feels like we haven't progressed at all this episode, even after all them wins. But we have 16 wins. We're over 2 points a game. These teams have played 26. We're looking good. Okay. Thanks for watching.